Hi, and welcome to this expert talk, taking place at the Axis headquarters in Lund, Sweden. Today we will discuss the benefits of a built-in security architecture and how Axis IoT devices leverage NXP's latest certified and trusted product. My name is Axel Keskikangas. I work as an expert engineer at Axis Communications, and with me today is Giuseppe Guagliardo, who is a product manager at NXP Semiconductors. Today, we will talk about the launch of the new EdgeLock 052F. So, Giuseppe, can you tell us more about your new product?
Of course. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure to cooperate with you. Secure elements are discrete components that provide a root of trust at IC level for any IoT architecture from edge to cloud. Our EdgeLock secure element family, composed by the SU50, SU51, and the latest launch SU52F, are a set of certified common criteria EL6 Plus products that can be added to any IoT architecture in order to provide secure storage and cryptographic algorithm accelerations. When it comes to the latest product, as you mentioned, SU52F, we are targeting the latest FIPS 140-3 standards, and SU52F is certified according to this latest standard. Something that I would like to ask you, what attracted Axis to use the SU52F?
So in the Axis IoT devices, they have a very long lifetime, sometimes over 10 years. So of course we have to protect the identity for over 10 years as well, which is similar to the length of a passport. So what we are looking for is a partner that is able to support our use case for a very long time, and someone who is used to push the boundary of security in IoT. And I think we have found someone like that in NXP, which is very nice.
I see that both our companies have the same security mindset. And personally, I am happy to see that we have defined a product, SU52F, that you can use for your Axis IoT devices. It's quite important for our joint customers that our mindset and security by DNA will provide them secure solutions that they can trust.
So, Giuseppe, for the people out there, can you please explain the new functionality that is in your new chip?
Yes, of course. In order to talk about the new functionality and feature of SU52F, I need to speak about FIPS. FIPS stands for Federal Information Processing Standards, and it's a set of standards defined by the National Institute of Standards and Technology. These are standards defined by agencies in the US and Canada, and they are requirements for products used in federal applications in these two regions. FIPS 140-3 is the newest standard that is going to supersede FIPS 140-2. As a matter of fact, since September 2021, it's not possible anymore to certify against FIPS 140-2. This is why we are going to introduce SU52F, which will be FIPS 140-3 certified. On top of these features, we're going to have 100 kilobytes of extra memory to use for secure storage, credential storage, and other material they would like to store in a secure way, on top of cryptographic protocols such as ECC, NRSA, and AES. So, Axel, I would like to know how do you leverage the SU52F to accomplish some of the features in your IoT Axis devices?
So our most important use case is the device identity feature, which we call Axis Device Identity, which is the purpose is to prove that it is a genuine Axis product with a certain identity, so you know that it is your Axis product after you have first received it. And of course, this is critical when it comes to asset management and maintenance. If you do not know what you have, you cannot protect your resources.
Quite interesting, they are talking about identity. But I was wondering, identity alone might not be enough. Are you pairing this identity with an authentication mechanism?
Of course. So the best use case for the Axis device identity is network onboarding, where we use the 802.1 AR identity to do 802.1x onboarding. And if you think about it out there, my guess would be that your corporate network has 802.1x. Ours sure does, yours have, everyone basically has. And what we do then is to present this identity as an initial identifier to the network infrastructure that allows our devices to be put onto an onboarding network. And this simplifies the onboarding process a lot.
Thank you for confirming they are going to authenticate the devices. Something that I wonder is why do you need to trust the devices into your network?
So having a secure network is the baseline for protecting your infrastructure. And curiously enough, I mean, we at Axis, of course, are very proud of our devices, our cameras and everything. But on a typical network where they are located, they are not the most valuable asset. Typically, you have all of this equipment to protect something else, which means that our devices become a target, a potential foothold for malicious actors, which means that you have to secure them as well as whatever else you want to protect on your network. So having a trusted identity ensures that this camera is genuine, it's from Axis, it is a nice device, basically. I would like to ask you, how has NXP addressed security in credential management?
Great question, Axel. At NXP, we have been successfully used chip-based management for protection of credentials for longer than 20 years. At NXP, we use the HSMs in hardware security modules in trusted facilities. In these trust provisioning facilities, we use the HSMs in order to protect credentials and assets. On top of that, we also established some policies for physical and logical access towards these facilities. It's quite interesting to see that you are using our underlying secure storage for identities and then also for authentication. Something that I would like to ask you, after you onboard into a network, what do you use exactly the secure element for?
So the general answer is basically anything you can use TLS for, you can use the secure element for. So if you generate your own keys on the secure element, of course, then they can be used for any TLS-based protocol, HTTPS, MQTT, which you can run over TLS, and of course for WebRTC as well, and so on and so forth. So Giuseppe, what happens when customers want to generate their own key?
SU52F offers quite a flexible memory. Thanks to our EdgeLock2Go services, we allow not only customers to create a custom profile, but we can also allow to make credential provision in the field with the managed offers, or they can use the EdgeLock2Go ready in order to have credential pre-provisioned in the NXP trust provisioning facilities that I mentioned before. So all these credentials we can customize a product for a customer. We can customize the product for you and inject the credentials such as ECC, RSA keys, or also X509 certificates within the secure element that then you can easily plug into your IoT device, and at boot up you will already have all the credentials injected in a secure way by NXP. All these credentials can then be used to perform several actions, as you mentioned, TLS, for example, asymmetric cryptography, or symmetric cryptography after key exchange, and so forth. We talked quite a lot about identity and authentication, but I would like to focus a little bit, and I'm quite curious about Axis cameras. Is there any specific use case where you can use a secure element for?
Of course. So we have a very interesting use case for video tamper protection, which means that we should maintain the trust and authenticity of the video throughout the video's entire life, from being captured all the way to potentially ending up in a courtroom proving some crime at some point. And we know that tampering techniques only get more advanced as time goes on, and therefore it's very important to cryptographically sign this video at the generation point, proving the provenance of the data generated. So what we need to do is to have these keys need to be securely stored in a way that holds up in court, that we can say, yes, we guarantee that this video was generated on this specific Axis device. This is important enough for us to have actually open sourced a video authentication framework. So you can even find the details on GitHub. And since we have the video industry is quite a traditional market, all the signing and all the hashes are transmitted in-band into in the H.264, H.265 format, so you can use it with your existing systems today.
That's very cool, and I really appreciate the transparency of Axis in publishing in GitHub. So far we have talked about authorization, onboarding into networks, and also use cases about surveillance. However, at NXP we believe that our EdgeLock SU52F can be used for many more use cases. One that just come to my mind is policy, authorization policies, and secure access. Is there any product in Axis portfolio that can use the secure element for managing secure access?
Yeah, so Axis has access control solutions, which allows you to protect entry to secure facilities. And in these solutions, the symmetric key controlling the access to the facility is stored on the reader as well, since, well, it's symmetric. Which means that it's very important that if a malicious adversary steals the device and tries to extract the key, well, they can't.
And maybe something also to add on top of that, they can't also because our secure elements are certified common criteria LCX Plus with hardware security and protection from hardware attacks up to AVA 1.5. That is the highest level for hardware security. Okay, thank you so much, Axel, for outlining for me and for our audience how you address cybersecurity into IoT access devices and how you leverage the many features of SU52F. I would like to ask you more specifically, is there any regional requirement that you use the SU52F for?
So Axis is committed to adhere to international standards such as FIPS 140-3 and common criteria. As such, we are very happy that NXP has added a certified product to your product portfolio so we can use it in our devices. However, in a broader view, even if this requirement is not a hard requirement for your market, it proves that NXP has put in the effort and the skill to get certified, which means that you can trust that the device is protected throughout its lifetime.
I couldn't agree more, Axel. Indeed, the certification is also a stamp by third parties that our product is secure, and it has been tested by evaluation bodies and third-party labs. What I really like about our collaboration is not only our security mindset, but also our transparency mindset. For both of us at NXP and Axis, we consider security not as an afterthought, but it really plays a pivotal role in the creation of our secure solutions, both on IC side for our case or on devices, IoT devices for you. So it has been a pleasure to work together in order and share also use cases as we did now, and it's quite ensuring that we created a product that you can leverage for your secure IoT devices.
I agree, Giuseppe. It's really been a pleasure working together with you as well. By implementing the SU52F with its advanced security features and FIPS compliance, Axis can provide strong FIPS certified protection for our devices. Giuseppe, thank you for talking with me today and sharing your insights. It has been great talking to you.
Likewise, thank you so much, Axel.
Together, we can build a more secure world.